you would like children as part of the pattern of your life, okay, then when do you want the children? When should you schedule having the children? All right, and perhaps there's going to be some sacrifice that has to be made. Now, feminism says, well, why should any sacrifice be made? And have the men do more work and so on. That's not going to solve the problem, because this is a biological issue that is facing women. And many women underestimate how they feel after the baby is born. They think, I'll go back to work immediately, okay, and so on. And they don't. And many women don't, suddenly realize they don't want to leave the baby. Why should the baby, all the experiences of the baby growing be experienced by hired servants, okay? Right? If there were family available in the area, grandmothers and aunts and so on, as in the old days of the small community, then you would feel confident, right? But so women are, even when they're at work, if they're mothers, they feel this terrible pull. Men don't feel that because a baby is a product of a woman's body. Okay, this physicality is denied by feminism. It's thought to be, oh, that's a primitive idea. There's no physical connection. I mean, it's a madness. So, I think that this issue, what is the purpose of human life? Okay, is it not to seek self-fulfillment and happiness? Okay, and feminism has not allowed for the fact that having children can bring happiness that has a value in itself. Right? And that actually there's even a second stage of happiness when your children have children. Right? And that is the stage when you're ready to give up your career, you could have all the glory in the world and all the money and power in the world, and slowly your body starts to break down. You're getting old, okay? And when you leave the corporation, even the company you started, okay, you will be forgotten within 2 days, okay? Right? Because the young people will continue on their path and so on. And then what are people left with when they are in their 60s, their 70s, their 80s, okay? Is there not a tremendous joy, okay, in seeing the children of your children, okay, that you have started this life, this continuity of life? Is there not an inherent human value in that feminism is not admitting, okay? Because these leaders of the second wave feminism, okay, like Gloria Steinem, have not had children, okay, right? And they've made a fetish out of abortion, and it's abortion, not children, okay? That is at the center of the United States, feminist movement, okay, right? So this denial, okay, that there is any inherent happiness in the act of having children, okay, and this privileging, of the upper middle class career woman with her as the ultimate of product of human history, okay. I think there's a distortion in this. So what I'm asking is that primary schools say to young women, decide, how do you imagine your life at the age of 45, 55, 65? How do you want your life to have unfurled by that point? And secondly, if you want children, when would you like to have them? It's actually safer for you biologically to have the children early. Right? If you have them early in your life, you will sacrifice something in terms of the career advancement. If you postpone them until your 30s, there are many risks there. Not only are there health risks, but beyond that, you will not have the energy at 35, okay, that you would have had at 22 to have children, okay, all right. And I know this from my own family, because as I said, I was born when my parents were 21, okay, and my sister was born, okay, 14 years later when my parents were 35, okay, and she had completely different parents, okay, than I did. My parents, here's my father, in college and so on, very young, and so. And then suddenly my father was a professor, okay, all right, and suddenly my parents' lifestyle was very settled, okay, all right, and whereas my young parents, okay, they were like bold and did things, and we had no money, but we would go out and have picnics, and we do, all kinds of things. There was energy, okay, and so on. And so my personality is a result of that. People meet my sister, they can't believe it. She's very polite, she's extremely well-mannered, she's very discreet, okay, and decorous, okay, because she's a product of my 35-year-old parents, and so on. All right. So what I'm saying is that these questions should be, every young girl deserves to have these questions laid before her. Every young girl at the age of 14 or 15 needs to start thinking about how she imagines her life in the future. Now, my next proposal, you see, is that colleges and universities be more flexible to allow for this. Okay, so I think it would be great to have more married students in the classroom. Now, so my parents were married, and their friends were married, and my father was, the husbands were in college. I think that's great to have if we had more married students in the classroom, you wouldn't have these ridiculous theories in gender studies, okay? A lot of feminist things would seem ridiculous, okay? Because some people say, that's not the way, things work. That's not the way men are. That's ridiculous. That's not what, there'll be all kinds of, there will be a real life practicality to classroom discussions about gender, okay? So instead of this artificial, campus thing right now. Right, so I believe that colleges should be once you're admitted to a college or university, okay, I think both young men and young women should have the possibility of taking one course, 2 courses here, postponing several years, okay, all right, so when you have, to allow young women to have children, okay, and then young women in the early period of their, of child care, to be able to still be taking courses, maybe take one course, and slowly accumulate their credits until the moment that they can graduate. So, but I think we need to liberate women from this straitjacket that is being imposed on them based on the male model, because the men don't have to worry about pregnancy. So this male model, inflexible, pushing women along. The ambitious woman feels she's afraid to get off this train she's on. She's on this train made for men, okay? And it's a conflict with what could be her other instincts, as a woman who wants to be a mother, okay? So I believe that so this question of the maternity leave, yes, I mean, but this is a problem facing affluent upper middle class women, and this is not, the issue is seems to me, has to be more reliable daycare for women who are, working class women too. You're afraid to leave your child, in the care of strangers. This is a tremendous problem. The problem of children, okay? And how do we reconcile this with the proper ambitions of the modern woman to achieve in the career system? Okay, so tremendous practical, logistical problems in this. Tremendous, okay? And feminism needs to address them much more forthrightly and honestly than it has done.